Definition of critical thinking. Let's watch this video clip and do the activity. Reasons why critical thinking is important. What is critical thinking and reasons why it is important? In our everyday lives, critical thinking is a skill you obtain to develop your judgments by thinking open-mindedly, logically, and coherently. By becoming a good critical thinker, you become a more independent and self-directed learner. Every person can improve their critical thinking skills, helping them take accurate decisions in their daily life, routines at school, university, organization, or simply at home. Here are several reasons why we advise practicing critical thinking skills. 1. Critical thinking encourages independency learning. How to think critically teaches you to be more independent. You do not rely on others, and you take full ownership of your strengths and weaknesses. This helps you avoid mistakes, improving your judgmental and evaluation skills to a whole new level. 2. Critical thinking improves your self-evaluation. Thinking with reason and making logical justifications helps reflect your own values and decisions in a good way. Critical thinking is considered as an important asset for one's own well-being. 3. Critical thinking promotes good language and presentation skills. By thinking critically, you can present your thoughts in an organized manner. Analyzing your data logically helps you express your idea more effectively. 4. Critical thinking encourages creativity and innovation. By thinking out of the box, you come up with new ideas and creative solutions, allowing you to explore alternative options as opposed to narrow thinking. Critical thinking frees your mind and motivates you to understand other situations around you. 5. Critical thinking encourages good decision-making. Being again systematic and logical thinker allows you to coherently outline possible solutions to your problems. By doing that, you can then easily visualize the base of these solutions and thus apply it accordingly. 6. Critical thinking encourages scientific discoveries and theories. Science involves theory creation. However, in order to confirm these scientific theories, both experimentation and reason are necessary. So, critical thinking is and will always be one of the main foundations of science. 7. Critical thinking keeps us up to date with our 21st century economy. As you already know, our economy today is based on information and technology. It is changing quickly and effectively. Analyzing information and solving problems systematically helps us adapt to this fast-changing workplace. So, as explained, it is vital to possess good critical thinking skills, full of reason and logic. Learning how to master thinking analytically and systematically is considered a valuable asset for any career. Education, critical thinking. We live in a world surrounded by billions of people, each having their own views and perspectives, each having their own beliefs and understanding of the world around them. So, how do you know what information is true and factual versus bias and opinion? This is where critical thinking comes into play. So, what is critical thinking? Why is critical thinking such an important skill to learn? And how can we integrate critical thinking in our classroom? Critical thinking is the ability to take the information you have to obtain through observation, reading, hearing, and experiences, and then evaluating it via analysis questioning. understanding, synthesizing, and rationalizing, and therefore coming up with a model, a well-informed thought, or idea about how things might fit together or work. Ultimately, it is the thought process of making a decision or coming up with a solution in a systematic manner. Critical thinking is a very difficult skill to acquire. As humans, we have an innate ability to think, and thought is a natural process that takes place. But at times, the thinking that occurs inside our head is skewed because of our own personal experiences or misinformed understanding, which in turn changes how we think of something or the decisions we make. Why is critical thinking an important skill to learn? Well, it is the process and related ability to remove all biases and misinformation a person might have, to look only at the facts and evidence and then in a systematic way through sound and consistent logic and not social or emotional influences, apply analysis and evaluation. In today's world, people are surrounded by information, all types of information. It is their individual responsibility to be able to critically analyze and make sense of the information to ensure that the information they take in or understand is accurate. The ability to ask questions on uncertain or debatable information is essential and crucial. What you see and hear is not always true or even based on facts. Sometimes it is just a point of view or conclusion based on personal experiences or biases. The ability to break down the thinking process is vital for success.